welcome back to Duckman Cycles and VW Garage. I'm your host, the Duckman. We're back with my 1956 Beetle again today, also known as Eleanore. She's the rebuilt car that came out of a hurricane, Hurricane Ivan specifically, back in 2004. When I recovered that car, it was a piece of junk just a couple years ago. It was left outside to rot for 10 years, and I rebuilt it the best that I could with whatever I could find for her. That included a lot of other spare cars, a lot of spare parts, and a lot of kitchen appliances. You guessed that right. Kitchen appliances. Stoves, washing machines, dryers, that kind of thing. There was 3 of them went into it. Well, here's the pan that we've been building, and here's the engine we've been trying to put together. Remember, we keep getting interrupted for work, but today is one of those days where the phone is actually off. Yes, it's my day off, and it's the day off that I'm not going to be bothered by anybody. But we've got the carburetors off of this thing right now, and you saw when I started speaking, they were behind me all disassembled. I've been cleaning them, working on putting this thing back together, so hopefully today, before the end of the day, we're going to have this thing cranking over. Even if I don't get those carburetors together, I don't care. We're still going to dribble some fuel down those intake manifolds, and we're going to get this thing to light off. I want to see it. You guys want to see it. I think we waited long enough. So this is a video that you're going to want to see. So as always, you're going to want to like, you're going to want to leave a comment, and you're going to want to subscribe. You're going to want to pluck that dingle belly there next to the subscribe button. That way you get updates every time I upload a new video. And we'll be right back after this intro. Alright, well, things are coming along over here. I took these carburetors apart and started to clean them up, and I'm quite surprised how well they cleaned up. I thought they were rather severely corroded and tarnished, but it turns out it was just a whole lot of dirt, specifically on the outside. Once I opened up the carburetors, looked on the inside, I mean, the bowls are pretty damn clean. There's a little bit of water in there from where I rinsed them out still, and they need a little bit of carb cleaner. There's a little bit of a white residue in there. I need to wipe that off yet. If you guessed that I used a little bit of phosphoric acid, you guessed correctly. I did that on purpose because there was a spot. There actually was a really, really bad spot in one of these 2 carburetors. I can't remember which one it was. One of the, you can't even tell anymore. One of the accelerator pumps, when I pulled off the diaphragm from the inside of it, it was nothing but a big white poofy mess. And the first thing I thought is, I don't know if I can save this carburetor or not. So immediately I brushed off as much of it as I could, put a little phosphoric acid on it, and it ate up all the corrosion, and it was gone. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. So anyways, I'm going to finish cleaning these guys up. I'm going to run through the passageways with some carburetor cleaner, blow some compressed air through it. Once I got everything set on here, I'm going to put these suckers back together, and they're going to go on that engine. So probably next 30 minutes to an hour, we're going to be cranking this thing over. Don't worry about phone calls. Don't worry about my work bothering me for anything, because guess what? Yeah, phones are actually off today. Volkswagen Planet actually called me earlier, and he thought that his ringtone is going to be in my video, but unfortunately no. I actually have the ringer off. Okay, well, we're going to continue slugging away at this here. Oh, you can see how just beautiful the chrome came out on it too. Phosphoric acid took all the rust off of it. There's a lot of little freckles on it. If you can look real closely, you can see them. That's where all the rust was, but now you can see me. So anyway, chrome is beautiful again too. Chinese chrome don't last too long, though. Alright, let's get these things cleaned up, and let's get them onto that engine. Alright, we're back here at the engine. Liquid FedEx just dropped off. Oh, hell yeah. So just like Lego bricks, we're going to go ahead and throw that exhaust on real quickly before we put them carburetors on there. And here we go. Just like Lego bricks. I'm going to need 2 hands to put it on, but I think you guys get the drift there. That's looking really good already. Alright, back in a second. Alright, there she is. That is much better than what I had on there before. Much, much better. I'm very happy with that. Alright, let's go ahead and get these carburetors mounted and throw some gas in it. And let's see what happens after that. Alright, first thing we're going to do down here is we're going to turn this engine over and see if we get oil pressure. So I'm going to hook up my test light here down to the oil sender. And hopefully that's a good sender. I don't know, because it was used sitting around. And I'm going to hook it to the positive on the coil, but of course I don't have a positive wire out there yet. So I'm going to hook one up right now. Go ahead and grab one here. Alright, here we go. Got us a positive wire. Now you know what? No, we don't want to hook up the positive wire yet. You almost saw me make a mistake. I don't want it to start yet. I just want to check for oil pressure. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch this light. I'm going to see how that light goes out when I crank it. Make sure our wires aren't going in belts or pulleys. Let's see if we can crank this thing over. Okay, I got the battery charging. Alright, let's see what happens. There it goes. Okay, we're getting oil pressure. That is good news. Alright, let's throw a little bit of juice in here. I'm having trouble with fuel supply right now because I didn't have enough fuel line for this. But I was going to start it anyway for you guys because you guys have been waiting so long. So let's see if we can get this thing afire. Oh man, cross your fingers. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I'm a damn dill rod. You guys can laugh at me if you want. I didn't hook up the positive wire. Gotta hook up the positive. If you don't have positive juice to the coil, you ain't gonna get a spark. Alright, let me juice it one more time here. Alright, one more time. Now we have power. Now we have fuel. And I'm feeling lucky. Whoa! And I got shocked on that one too. Come on, fire up, you bitch. There it goes, there it goes. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, it was trying. Should have put more in there than that. Alright, I think that's all we're going to get out of it today. Honestly, I'm going to say that it runs fine. My problem right now is fuel supply. I got to get some fuel line. I got to get a T to connect both sides. I had a T. I don't know where my T is, so we're going to replace the T. I have a fuel pump. I have a gas tank. All I got to do is dump some fuel into those carburetors, and I think she should fire up and run just fine after that. But you know what? I don't feel done yet. I feel like I want to get a little more out of this today. Oh, what do you guys think? Alright, I heard the silent cries of, yeah, do it. Alright, we're going to give it a few more cranks. See if we can at least get a roar out of it one time here. Well, alright. On my checklist of things to do, get a proper ground and a proper power cable for the battery. The ones I have, like I said, are just kind of crappy, old and shitty. In fact, I'm using old jumper cables to try to supplement that, and that wasn't working either. We do need to also get a proper fuel line going to these carburetors, and I also discovered a little vacuum leak where I was spraying the carburetor cleaner in there. When I juiced it, it's actually leaking out the side of the manifold at the crossover pipe bung. So I'm going to need to put some Teflon tape on that too. Otherwise, I think we did pretty good today. Yes, that's right. The engine is running. It just needs to run stable. But I gotta say, it sounded good. It wasn't excessively noisy. I didn't hear any knocking or rattling inside of it, and for the couple of short instances that we had, it actually sounded pretty good. So I think that's gonna be a good video for tomorrow. You know, as long as I don't wind up getting stuck with work tomorrow. We'll push this thing outside here, we'll hook up some fuel lines to it and fresh battery cables, and we'll see if we can get this thing to crank over. Otherwise, I'm quite confident that all's going to be good on this one. As I always tell you guys, please clicky, licky, likey. You know, don't forget to click that little subby button, and don't forget to pluck that little dingle belly next to the subscribe button, and we get updates every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to check out Dougman Cycles VW Garage up on the Facebook group page, and email me, dougmancycles@dougshit.net. Now that you know how to reach me, make sure you use it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care.